I never can really tell when this thing is finally live, but it is. So welcome everybody. Welcome
Hello.
to my channel and welcome to Maija from Blackcat Tarot. I'm so excited to have her. And
Hello.
we're here to have a chat, maybe a couple of mini readings, something like that. But let's talk first and see how it goes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're both on the West Coast, which makes it a lot easier for people to know what time frame
Oh
we're
my
in.
goodness, right?
Yeah, it's hard. Sometimes you get people, and that's what I felt the worst about when we did Linda G's tribute, because there were so many people that were from the East Coast and the Central Time
Man,
Zone. Yeah.
you blew me away in how you were able to pull that off. I was just like,
Oh,
mm.
it was just the best. I had so many people that were so willing. Actually, I had about 5 people who were going to come, and they couldn't come because of some conflict, and I felt bad. But we had plenty, and so we did really well. Oh,
I
hi,
was,
Starfish. You're live today. I'm glad to see you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Maija.
it's all right. Yeah,
But,
I'm the same way. If you've seen my
uh-huh.
lives, you
Mhm.
guys, there's a lot that goes into these lives. We're trying to be intuitive and technical and logical and all at the same time. And it's
We
crazy.
are, and we're not professionals, really.
No, we're kind of mavericks. We go out there and go, I have
Yeah,
no idea what I'm doing, but let's grab this tiger by the tail and see what
that's right.
happens.
That's right. It's working out, but there are times, like my first foray with Linda, when I was lamenting because I didn't know if she was even going to come at all after all. But it worked out really well. But thanks to the gods and the
It was meant to.
goddesses to keep it, yeah, to keep it good. Thank you, MK Karen, and everybody. Thank you, Sherry, Jazzy, Sophie, all those that are here. Um,
Hello.
we're happy to have you here. Maija and I actually met on Nasty Women Tarot when we went to go on the Pride show that they had last
That was
month.
fun.
It was fun. It was awesome. I think they went like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours or something.
Incredibly long. Yeah, and I don't mean that in a bad way because
No, I know.
like some people can do that and
Yes.
they can keep that energy up and they
Yeah.
amaze me.
They really amaze me as well. They do. And they're so funny. So I'm going to shout out to Nasty Women. And
That's it.
there's so many of them that are channels that I watch myself. And so I checked out Maya's channel and I loved it. And she works with Ronald. Is it every Saturday night, Maya?
We it's I don't I keep it open. He is a
Oh,
guest
okay. Okay.
that comes on because I want to be able
Mix it
to
up. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Mix
but
it up. That's
yeah.
awesome. Good. Yeah. We what's the best thing I think here is that we want to send shout outs and kudos to those other people because it's a community. We know we share viewers. We know you enjoy these types of shows, and so we want to keep them coming for you. So
Yes. And
yeah.
there's a lot of when they change the algorithms, it makes it more challenging for us. So we have to help each other.
Uh huh.
And you'll find rather than if I viewed Ali as a competitor, which I'm not into that, but
No, I'm not either.
yes,
I know.
I'm not competitive
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with
but
that.
some YouTube channels are, and it's just, I'm telling you, it's cleaner energy if you're just like, let's just lift everybody up.
That's right, including the viewers. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I've even asked a couple of viewers if they would be willing to come on and talk to me. And I'm always willing for people to do that. If you have something that you do, I don't even care if it's metaphysical, if it's,
Right.
if you want to come on, just send me an email.
Maybe a cool hobby or
I
something.
know. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
And yeah, it would just be really nice to offer the community more of something that they may be interested in. So good. Ah, you and I are simpatico.
Yeah,
So
we are. And
that's great.
that's so funny because I was just, thinking that, and I kind of put it in my, we are so communicative. I forget communicative that I forget where I put that conversation, but I think I
Yeah.
posted in my, one of the really cool things though, you get community tab. We were talking
Right.
about when you reach a certain number of subscribers, which I love.
Uh huh.
And just being able to post their, I'm losing my train of thought, stuff that we want to share is huge. What was I talking about before that? Not enough coffee
Um,
again.
the community and sharing.
That's right. Thank you.
Okay, sure.
And what I was saying was that I want to have on, just as you were saying, not just people that are involved in the esoteric community, but I put other things that I find interesting, which could be, as you're saying, could be gardening.
Mhm.
It could be somebody, I don't know, just anything, like you said.
Well, yeah,
Music,
there's some
art.
people that have said they are life coaches, or they do Reiki, or they, things like that
Mhm.
too. But it doesn't have to be that. Like you said, it could be gardening, it could be hiking, it could be, yeah, power, not power, mountain climbing. That would be fine.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Basically, yeah.
yeah. So that's, and I'm trying to put together also a community. I am a humanities professor, and so in that I have
I
studied.
knew you were a professor. My dad is a retired professor. You had the professor vibes. I thought,
Professor again. Okay.
sorry.
No, that's okay. As a matter of fact, someone just did my chart and they're going to come on and talk with me. I had Anne Marie do it, and she did my karmic one, which was wonderful, from Angel Star Karma.
Oh, I want to
Yes,
do that.
yes, you need to go see her. I'll send her, I'll send you the link to her. She's wonderful. But this young lady, she's working on astrology, and she offered to do mine, and she just wrote me this morning. And she wants to come on and riff with me, which is great. But she said to me, I don't know what it is you do, but I think you would make a really good college professor.
I love it. I love
So it was
it.
written in the stars, and I didn't even know it. Isn't
No,
that
you
great?
just,
Yeah.
I mean, and I was just, it's funny because like I was just thinking, okay, I want to get some background on you. I thought, I don't know a lot about her. Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
So I popped onto your about and I read, thought, man, she sounds like this is college professor type. I knew it. My radar was right.
Right. But the thing that I always tell my students and anybody is, I'm not any better than anybody. I don't know more than anybody. I just have a little bit more education, but I'm really open to lots of new ideas and the way people think. I don't condemn anybody. So, a
Right.
lot of professors are sort of,
Yeah.
yeah,
My
they
dad
can
was
be.
my dad was too much of a small town to earn
Oh,
the
okay.
big attitude. We're
But I
talking.
have a lot of really nice friends that are professors that aren't that way either. So,
And
yeah.
yeah, and you know what? That was so cool growing up, I have to say, as a child of a professor. And my mother was also an art teacher, both in
Oh,
art.
for heaven's sake.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
dad's a painter, printmaker. Those were primary strengths, but
Uh-huh.
that was fun because I got to my parents knew a lot of other professors, people that were especially in art, of course, but also language art, dance, and that was just,
Hmm. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so grateful to have had that in my childhood.
That's great.
So I've
No, I
great
always
effect.
wanted to be, but never thought I would be smart enough. I went back and got my master's in 1999,
Good for
and
you.
I was 45 at the time, or 44, somewhere around there. So I've been doing it about 21 years, but I've ended up getting a second master's because I love going to school. So I would be a professional student if I
You're a
could,
scholar. You're a scholar.
but I didn't want the PhD because it's not. It's a lot of PhDs can't teach. They're
I
really
didn't
good. They're really
know.
smart. Yeah, but they're
Oh,
not
is
good
it because?
teachers.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and not only that, but as someone said here that their son was an adjunct. I'm only an adjunct, but at 4 colleges because I can't find full-time work. It's like you have to
Wow.
publish, you have to do this, you have to do that. So I just want to teach. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So worked out for me. But yeah. Anyway, getting back to that, there's a type of person. I'm sorry, a type of talking group of people called a salon that started in French Enlightenment times, and they've had that other times where people
Yes.
get together and they talk about intellectual topics. And it's a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to get that together
Ooh,
and
cool.
start doing that. Some people have said they'd like to do it, but they want to switch channels, which is great. I shouldn't have to do all of them, but um, I think that would be a lot of fun. I would let people know ahead of time, look up, information on this, so that they're not sort of gobsmacked when they get there.
You're going, I'm out of my depth. It's like those dreams where you've gone to school and you're like,
Yeah.
I didn't study for the test.
Yeah, I know. Well, not only that, but there are more things we found out after we got out of school than we knew when we were in school.
Oh my God.
I was talking to Joyce. They didn't tell us about, the Trail of Tears and how the Native Americans were, things like that.
No,
So,
we didn't. We did, especially where I grew up initially for the first 17 years of my life. I was in Missouri. That's where I'm from originally.
Okay.
But I consider myself a California girl because I've been living out here longer than I did in Missouri. But I started out there, and the education there, and I'm sure probably not so dissimilar here. I think across the board in America, we just were not taught those things. And I can only say I felt so disillusioned by that and so angry.
Understood.
So it lit a fire. I've got a passion about Indigenous rights and the land.
Yeah.
And I want to be a good, not just ally, but I heard a lady tell us that we need to be accomplices, not just allies.
Oh, I like that.
I like that.
It almost sounds like a negative, but it isn't meant to be.
No, it's like I'm in the getaway car. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm Thelma, you're Louise, Yes, I understand.
Because they want us who are not Indigenous to put some skin in the game.
Well, true. I studied under a wonderful shaman back in the 90s and went to medicine wheels and powwows and all of that stuff. One of the things they don't like is for people to become experts in Native American spirituality that have nothing to do with it. Yeah. So they'd rather that, but you can be an advocate, an accomplice, but
just don't appropriate.
Right. Yeah. And I understand that. It would be the same thing as just choosing to be Russian when you're not Russian.
I was just going to say, wouldn't it be bizarre if somebody came to you and let's say they were wearing traditional Russian clothing, folk clothing or whatever. Mm-hmm. People need to see it from those eyes. That you look ridiculous, folks. Yeah. Stop it. And my Indigenous friends don't like it, as you said.
I know they don't like it. And I can understand why. Yeah. It isn't that they're trying to be mean or anything. They just, they know they are the original Americans. They are who we
before it was America. Yeah,
absolutely. Hello, Ron. Nice to see you. So this brings me to, I think I can't remember where I heard this. Your family has roots in
Latvia.
Okay, and your mom was also a tarot card reader, or
she never did it professionally or anything, but
okay.
I was born in 68. So during the early 70s, I would see my mom sitting down on the carpet throwing cards, and I was fascinated.
Oh yeah.
Fascinated. Yeah. And she had the Marseille, the French deck.
I have that deck. That was one of my first.
And I can't read with that deck yet. Maybe I will.
I can't. I've never been able to read it either. It's really hard for me to read from other decks that are not even anywhere near similar to Rider-Waite.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I unless I don't like when they just show the pip cards with just a bunch of sticks. Like it's like, thanks. What is this?
Right. Yes. Yeah. Understood.
But so I saw her using that. I should ask her, did you ever figure that out? Maybe that's why she kind of stopped at us. I
tried and I can't do it.
I'm gonna have her on sometime live. I'll save that question for live. But
good. I'll have to watch that one.
Yeah, I was just fascinated watching her do it, and it stuck in my head. And then when I turned 18, I'm very just kind of. It tend to go by instinct. I thought I've got to buy a tarot deck, and I learned the tarot. Well, you never end learning it, but
I know, yeah,
right.
But you began your study. Yes,
thank you. Yes, I began studying it after the accident I was in at 17, at 18. So I began my study of the tarot at 18. And
Wonderful.
yeah,
Yeah.
but my family does have a sensitivity, empath,
Yeah.
dreams, and through my mother's side more.
Uh-huh. My mother was definitely an empath and an intuitive person. People would flock to her at the grocery when you're waiting on, and she hated it, though. She hated it.
Oh,
But
poor babe.
I remember twice when my brother was in Vietnam, I heard her scream in the middle of the night.
Oh no.
She called my brother's name, and he had been in an accident both of those times. He was fine. I mean, but
Oh,
she was that attached to that energy.
oh,
But yeah, she was too sensitive though. My mother was very sensitive. You could not ever get mad at her. She was, yeah,
yeah.
she was hard to, but I love her dearly, but I lost her very young. For me, 33 is young, and that's
Oh,
when I
yes, it
lost my mother.
is.
Yeah. So yeah, and my dad at 35. So
What? Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
So I was like, you know, a girl who lost her, who
Yeah,
lost her.
you feel like an orphan.
Yeah, I did.
No, it
And it
doesn't
was
matter
right when
if
my
you're.
kids were going through, important things. So it was kind of sad, but it did help me grow up more. It brought me what I needed, and I had a lot of other supports, fortunately, friends and
I'm
things.
so glad.
Yeah, yeah, it was helpful. It really was. Well, I want to get back. I want to go back to your name,
Uh-huh.
Blackcat,
Uh-huh.
and tell the audience why you named your tarot Blackcat and who for.
Okay. Well, originally I was Maija's Tarot, which is, my name,
Yep.
Maija. But a lot of people can have trouble remembering that
Yeah.
name and how
Yep.
to pronounce it.
And how to pronounce it, right?
And I thought, as much as I'm a stubborn little cow and want them all to learn Latvian, that's not going to happen. So, and not that I can speak fluent Latvian or anything, but I thought, I need to make this memorable and like that.
Yep.
And so I'm sitting there thinking about that. I'm petting Bear, my,
Uh-huh.
my black cat, and I'm thinking, what's a really good esoteric name?
That's
And
great.
I looked at her and I thought, and it just,
Click.
my guides must have switched on the lights. It just went Blackcat Tarot. It's like, yes.
Good.
So yeah, she's my sweet, sweet baby. And she's sweet and kind of sassy, but she is my grand kitty. And
I wouldn't expect any less from a black cat. My girlfriend back east has had 3 or 4 cats, most of them black, although she has had a white one. But and she named Binks and Blue were the first 2 she had. And I'm sorry, I can't remember her new ones. But the reason I remembered that was the condo collapse in Florida.
yes,
You know that a cat walked out of there.
Yes, I posted
Binks?
that.
Okay,
Binks was the cat's name.
Binks was the cat's name, and
I saw it was black.
Yeah, it was.
That's why I posted it.
Good. Yeah, that's what and they was returned to their family. There was one lady that was trying to catch a cat and had to leave it, and I thought it was that one, but I don't believe it was. I think this is.
I think you're right, and it's like,
yeah,
man, I hate to say it, but sometimes I can handle things a little bit better about human beings than I can animals. And it's not to say it's not,
I know exactly where you're going with this.
I
can't watch a dog die on TV. Like,
nope.
You ever seen the movie Hachi? I think it is. It was with Richard Gere, I think, and it was about a dog that ended up waiting for its master at the station every day. Oh my God! Yeah.
No,
it was good, but you can only watch it once.
I would, with like 2 boxes of Kleenex.
Oh yeah,
seriously.
I certainly love people. Don't get me, and I know you do.
Same,
but but
it's just
animals have a spot in our hearts. That's what it is.
They're like babies, our little our little loves.
Absolutely. So I thought I'd just throw that part in because I thought that was interesting that it was a black cat, and I'm glad you knew about it. Yeah,
I did. I saw it. And it was just like, that made me feel, I have to say, it lifted me, it gave me because of that just
Oh, it's
such,
devastating.
yeah,
It really,
that was needed some levity, a little,
it did. It did. Yeah. I feel so bad for the people that have been working there. They're working night and day.
I
They're
was,
working in really, it's hot, it's bad conditions, the
it
wind.
reminded me of 9/11.
I know. Well, it looks just like it in a smaller way, but yeah, it really does. It's really bad. When they said, that it was a rescue in the very beginning, I just didn't get a good feeling. Um,
No,
Not after a day or so, but anyway.
no, and when I heard of it, it same. It just was
Yeah,
like there was a very somber sense of finality there.
yeah, yeah. It really was.
I can only say I think people, my gut level instinct said people went very quickly. I think many people probably don't even realize they
Right.
passed.
No, I agree. I think it just was so fast. They were asleep and then they're in heaven,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand Sherry says she can't watch that stuff and yeah, there's a lot of people like you, Sherry, that feel that way. I don't know what it is, but there's something about that animal love heart. My
Even
mother
the
my mother would have said, "Oh, they're just animals." But see, I didn't. Yeah. Yeah.
I
She's
would have stuck her outside,
I
locked the
know.
door.
I know. Some people are like that though. They think,
I
oh,
know.
why do you, you should care more, no care about them. They're just an
I
animal.
think
But
it was the way they were raised.
it was.
It's kind of an old, I know it, it's an old school.
It is. My mother was born in 1920, and her mother died when she was 5.
And
So
a lot of
a
them grew
lot.
up on farms and stuff like that. And they had
Yeah,
to be very,
yeah,
well, they could be that way.
yeah. Understood. Hello, hello, Twaina, and hello to also some other
Hey,
people. I
Twainer.
want Sherry, and I want to say
Sherry.
hello to Nasty Women is in the
Nasty
house.
women.
And who else have we got
Gina.
here?
Harry's
San
mom.
Fortier, Gina.
Soul
Uh,
sisters.
no. Soul Sisters here. Oh, welcome,
Mm.
Soul Sisters. Very good. Well, glad to see you. And and oh, Sharon, I'm glad you're here. I found you on
Susan,
Instagram, and you found me back.
the lovely Suzanne Fortier.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, we do appreciate all of you. If we missed your name, it isn't on purpose. We love
Nothing ever
never,
personal.
never.
It's just our human frailty.
That's right. It's hard to run the chat, ask questions, answer questions, read. And when I'm working with Susan Lynn and we're trying to do medium work that quickly. Oh,
It
goodness.
doesn't, you know what? Yeah, no, medium work, you got to give people time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I get sometimes an instant something, but I can't go real deep. It's because it's a quick. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's like McDonald's line at lunch. I mean, everybody's
Right.
wanting to hurry up, but
That's right. And that's why for like that kind of work, I will do a private. I'm not private, but a video where it's
right.
just me. It's going to take as long as it's going to take. And
Yep.
there's no asking questions.
Yeah, I
Going on.
understand. No, and everybody's got to be different, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's very hard to be perfect. You can't be perfect, but even
Mm.
just adequate sometimes.
Right. We try to do
So
the best we can, y'all,
we
on
try.
a
We do.
mini reading when we've got this much of a window of
Right.
time, but understand it's compressed. So
It is very compressed. I want to shout out also to Kevin's Loving Vibrations Tarot. He's very new, and a
yes,
lot of us are supporting him. And he yesterday or the other day played a beautiful
play piano.
piano. Yes. So keep it up, Kevin. We're glad you're here. Connie Brown, hello. All right. So let's see. I want to know. So at 18, you picked up the tarot cards,
Mhm.
and it's still a work in progress, which is the way it always should be.
Always.
When did you start doing readings for people?
I started doing readings for people actually back in the late 80s,
Oh, okay.
right around the AIDS crisis.
Okay.
When it
Wow.
was really going on.
Yeah.
And I forget even how someone asked me to attend a fundraiser in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, what a baptism by fire. I had a line. I was sat at this little desk and they had us in this big open space, and I had a line of people
God.
going
Wow.
down. And I was really
Overwhelmed.
baby.
Oh yeah.
But
Wow.
I did the best I could. And then
Mhm.
so that was one of the first times I started to read for people. And that's when I realized that way of doing it is not a good way for
Yeah.
me.
I know. I know.
And, good early lesson. And
Uh-huh.
then in my 20s, I revisited doing some, this is before the internet, uh, some readings for people, but as often is the case when you're first starting out, I wasn't, people weren't always good about paying me.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have good boundaries. And,
Uh-huh.
so
I
that,
know.
and then I had two little kids. So then I had to stop because I had no energy.
Oh sure. You can't devote all the energy that you need to in order to read and also be a good parent. It's very difficult. Yeah.
No. So
Yeah.
in between years, in between then and once I started my channel up a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
I have read on my own, and
Mm-hmm.
I love to write and quietly write and
Mm-hmm.
journaling, and that is what I did. And I've always been good at entertaining myself, and I'm not, I like people, but I'm an introvert primarily. So
There's so many people telling me that on here. It just astounds me because I consider myself an extrovert, but I really like being alone. So
it's,
it, I have both those things. Yeah.
some of us to recharge need a lot of alone time. I'm one of those. Some
Hmm.
people need people around. That would drive me
Me too.
just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. My poor kids, they knew if my door was shut to my bedroom, and then when they were older, I'm not saying when they were like two, but
Yeah.
that they weren't supposed to bother me because I needed to recharge. And they then became those people too. It's very funny. I'd go upstairs to see what my son, I got to ask him a question, his door's shut. Well, I would knock, but I would never intrude, because I
Mhm.
know he was either taking a nap or he just needed some
The
alone
door is
time.
shut.
Yeah, the door's shut. Yeah. So,
It
all
doesn't
right.
help with me. The My family still opens the door
They
constantly.
do.
So we're going to be moving, and I'm
Oh,
going to be making sure I put a lock
there you
on
go.
my on the studio room that I'm going to have for my. I
Yeah.
paint. I want to continue to
Uh-huh.
paint
Oh,
and
you've got
do.
to show us some of your paintings at some point too.
I
You
will.
must.
The COVID caught us in mid remodel, and everything's in
Mhm.
boxes and
I
cluttered.
understand. Yeah. Yeah.
But
But
I
when
will
it's all
post
up and
my
going,
paintings.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to watch that. I really would. Yeah. That would be awesome. Something different too. Good. I'm glad to see some other people here need downtime just as much as we do. Hello, Ellen, Chromaticus Rebel,
Hey, Tyler.
Rolande. Yeah. Tyler. Okay. All right. So you started the show, and
Mhm.
you have a definite, what is it? Is it a Tuesday, Saturday, or Tuesday, Friday? I can't remember.
It's close. I chose a Thursday, Sunday.
Thursday, Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, so my
Yeah.
lives are always on Thursday and Sunday. Now on Thursdays it's on at 1 p.m. Pacific,
Hmm.
and Sundays are always 3 p.m. Pacific.
I've caught the Sunday one in the late in the afternoon. Yeah, and I actually caught the Friday one as well once or twice. So is
Uh,
it Thursday? Thursday. I mean,
Thursday, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Friday
Mhm.
is, Friday you might see me on Debbie with Freebird.
Oh
Um,
yes. Uh huh.
she occasionally pulls me on there. So this Friday I'll be on there again, but with
Good.
Sienna
Okay.
Rose.
All
Uh,
right. She's fabulous.
I
I
love.
love Debbie.
I
She's
do
just
too.
so, and she's such a beautiful spirit. Yeah,
Her energy, you guys, is just like
it is.
yours. You have beautiful energy.
Oh, well, thank you. You
I
do
mean
too.
that. Thank you.
Thank you. I feel very comfortable. I felt very comfortable with you right from the beginning. So
Same here. It's
that's
like I think I
awesome.
know you. I was
Yeah, I
like,
know. I know. Isn't that funny?
yeah.
Um, yeah. Um, so let's see. What is your favorite topic to discuss? Like if somebody asked you, um, well, even with tarot reading,
Hmm.
do you like to talk about relationships, careers, politics, religion? Well, I don't know about that. Um, what is it that you feel really like when someone asks a question about that topic? Ooh, you like that. Any guesses?
I am always, I think that I would also like to be a detective.
Mm,
Um, Mysteries will just, I'm curious as a cat, truly.
very good.
And especially injustice bothers me. So,
Uh-huh.
frankly, I've got a pretty strong stomach for some hard topics. I think
Hmm.
probably given what I've gone through in my life.
Right, right.
But um, true crime, um, cold cases, that's
There
my
you go.
passion.
There you go.
And also mediumship, because I have that come in more through when I'm asleep, probably because I'm so, and once I'm finally asleep, they're like, okay, we got her.
We
All
got her
right.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give her
Wow.
the, yeah. Those two.
Have you ever heard of Madame Blavatsky? Have you ever
Yes.
heard of that woman?
Mhm.
I am fascinated because back in the day, they were so into that spiritualism and
Mhm.
table knocking and all that other stuff. I always thought it would be so
That
much
was an
fun.
exciting renaissance that they
Oh, it
had. And
was.
and to
Yeah.
think about how they really rebelled against, because it was very Christian,
Oh yeah.
and,
Oh
and,
yeah.
and if y'all are
Yeah.
Christian, I don't mean
Yeah.
any offense, but
No, no.
it was
But
different back
you
then.
weren't supposed to talk to the dead because
Oh,
no,
you might
no.
as
Yeah.
well
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
little horns on your head and grab a pitchfork and say
That's
you're
true.
Satan.
Yeah. Or that you were a witch from Salem, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't, I think about the same time Harry Houdini was doing his magic stuff. Maybe not
Mhm.
exactly at the same time, because I think Blavatsky was the 19th century and Houdini came in much, later. And
In
then Edgar
the
Cayce.
20s and 30s, right? And then
Right.
Edgar Casey seems like he was what, 30s, 40s, and
30s and
50s.
40s. Yeah, he's a sleeping prophet. And, so you had these different communities sort of spring up in different places, but all those little things have some bit of connectivity to them in my estimation. What do you think? You think
I
so?
do too, because
Yeah.
I think what it did was it opened the door to what we have now, where we're not all just constantly thinking that one religion or another is black and white, the end
Right.
of. I think it helped us to evolve our thinking about
Yes.
spiritual creative energies, and how what makes more sense.
Yeah.
And also
And
people questioning authority by then was
oh,
interesting.
definitely. The hippies and stuff helped us a lot.
Thank
And the
God.
women's movement, they really did, even though there were some negative things about it, they
Sure.
definitely did. They
Yeah,
definitely
there,
did.
of course.
Yeah. Harry's mom, 2008, says in the ninth grade he had an English or her. It's a woman, I believe. Had an
Oh,
English teacher who could levitate tables, but we had to keep it a secret. I can't
ooh,
even imagine.
that is some powerful kinetic energy
Yes. Oh,
that
I
they
bet
were.
she. Oh, Eugenia. Okay, she was the coolest teacher ever. I bet she was. But you know what? If she was doing this now, goodbye. There was a guy that
Hmm.
had just assigned. What did he assign his students to? Oh, if you know Ta-Nehisi Coates, he's a
Yeah.
writer, a black writer, and
Mhm.
he assigned an article by Ta-Nehisi Coates to his students, and he just got let go from his job.
I, that's, and
Yeah,
which state was this?
I'm not sure, but he was. They said that he didn't provide both sides of the
Oh,
story.
for God's sake. What's that? Being horrible? That
Yeah,
it's
I
good
know.
to be bad? I don't,
Yeah, yeah.
and
But
nothing.
we didn't work. When you're in colleges, this is why I like working in colleges because you don't have to deal with the parents. They're not to contact you. They even if you're
Yeah.
a running start student, your parents. I'm not to talk to the parents. Not that I'm doing bad things, but I don't want to do that.
No,
I want
they're
to deal
supposed
with
to be a grown
adults.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you have some sort of what do they call it? Educational ability to discuss things, things that may not be popular, but also to listen to what else. I mean, I always try to present both sides to it, but this was a high school, I think. So I think that's where this thing, public school, went wrong. Yeah, but
My mom taught public school. She it gave her an ulcer. She
surprise.
She said she loved the kids,
Hmm.
but it was basically the board, the
Yes.
school board that
School
she
board and the parents.
and the parents that she felt were failing these kids, and
Hmm.
they were making it impossible for her to. She
Yep.
just, yeah.
I couldn't have done it. I know that because when I got out of college, I ended up going into banking and doing all kinds of other stuff because I didn't have a master's degree and I couldn't teach at the college level. Never thought I could. And so when I went back, I was lucky to finish and do it. But it was one of those things that you never think is going to happen because I was more of a C student than anything else when I was in high school.
But
And yeah, I had other things to do, you know?
no, I get it. You know what? I like learning, but I thought I don't mean to be rude,
Mhm.
but I really despised the school system. It
Right.
just, it,
It's hard. It's hard.
it was fine if you were a popular kid and you could fit that cookie cutter, but I was
Right.
not a cookie cutter type of person.
Right.
A lot of people aren't.
Uh-huh. Yep. And not only that, but I'm not a test person and I don't give my students tests. They do
Oh,
papers, they do the other things, no tests in my class,
you
ever.
are awesome.
I know. I don't want to
because
correct them and I don't want to give them and I don't want them to have to take them.
Because all that does is really make somebody memorize something.
That's
Are they
all.
really learning?
That's right. Yep. Yep. Give me what you think and why you think it. That's what I want to know. What is it about the concept that talked to you and how do you apply that? It's that kind of stuff that I
Well,
like.
and that's
Yeah,
really teaching.
it is. It is. And it's expecting them to come to you and sort of find you intellectually or at least your critical thinking, starting with critical, because they're not doing that in public school. But anyway, I'll get off the public school track.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about that later.
We'll talk about it another time. Yeah. So what I'm going to ask you one more question with regard to your channel, and that is, do you have a particular deck that you like using more than another deck?
It will always vary, but
Okay.
I kind of go through phases. Right now, yes. For one thing, I have way too many decks, and
Me too, and I don't even read.
the art is so pretty.
It is pretty. Yeah. I like the oracles. That's my favorort. I'll
I
read
like
oracles.
oracles as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
My husband was just like, "You're buying another deck? What the,
Oh,
Sorry, honey." Right now, it is the Star Tarot, this is their Ace of
beautiful.
Swords.
Look at
I just,
that.
it's,
Ooh.
yeah. And you can find, like, that's the
Ooh,
Ace,
wow.
which kind of looks like, it reminds me of was
Excalibur?
it Thoth? Is it Thoth?
Oh,
I'm
the
not,
thought deck. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's Temperance, which is one of my,
Ooh, very nice. Now you're an artist. Once you find all your stuff, will you make your own deck?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've even
Wow.
I bought a blank pack
Yep.
that I've been like sketching. I bought two, one so that I could sketch and make mistakes,
Yes.
and another one for when
But you can
I'm,
work. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I plan on it
Good for
definitely.
you. I don't know if you watch Lilac Lantern, but Andrea has made her own sort of oracle deck, and she uses it a lot. And boy, is it good! I mean, she
I want to
nails
watch.
everything. Yeah.
She's on my to watch list because it's like
Yeah.
Andrea's right up there. I can feel, and it's
Yep.
like with you, I can feel this simpatico. I think watch it.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, I can't stand Maya. No, I'm just kidding. But
Oh no, I don't think so. She's very friendly,
no, who?
and she's friends with Debbie. So yeah.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
she seems lovely. But I just feel like, oh, I bet I get along with her.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to watch your stuff because, like, I love Scott, of course, and she also goes on with Scott,
Hmm.
and
Yep.
so
And
I
with
need to
Danny.
check. Yes,
Danny. Oh
Danny's
yeah.
fabulous.
I know. We got so many great people here. Not just readers, but people. Real nice people. Really nice.
Yeah.
I want to say something to Sag, Sun, and Moon. I want to say that I saw that you said you had 2 master's degrees and stuff. If you want to come on our salon or want to think about coming on it, let me know. Send anybody else here that feels that way. That's fine. Send me an email at heartandsoulconnected@gmail.com. Just make sure it's all one word. Okay. Excellent.
The name of this deck again is
Yep.
the
The
Star,
star deck.
the Star Tarot. And it's just very vibrant, and it also isn't all white people, which is kind of
Yep.
nice.
Yes, that is nice. There are some decks that just are all
I won't.
old white men. Old white men.
Oh, look, it's all white people.
Uh-huh.
I like to see diversity. I
I
do.
do too. Oh, I
It
do
bothers
too.
me.
Absolutely. Hello, Lisa Smith.
It could use some more diversity, but there's at least
Oh
some.
yeah, we're working on it, right? We're getting
them
there.
there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to open up a little bit. Maija has said she'll do a few mini readings. So, something really
I also like
easy.
to use Lenormand.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Shells. I also use shells and runes. That's one of my more recent things is these are the witch runes. As many people know, there's all kinds of runes.
There are.
These are on North Atlantic whelk seashells.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the Kipper and the Lenormand. I just haven't gotten myself perfectly you have to still remember a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's like riding a bicycle. You have to do it over and over again, and then you get the swing of it.
Oh yeah,
I do too. I'm still a little rusty on it, but I'm building my Lenormand muscle.
Oh, good. There's a couple of them that I like better than others. There was one that was what is it? It's just a really tiny deck. I find the best decks on Etsy. Some of them aren't that you can find anywhere else.
Oh, we lost her. I'm sure she'll be back on again. Yes, as she was saying, Etsy has decks you can't find anywhere else sometimes. Because it's people's own shops that they make. So she's probably going, oh, did you make your own shells, JLo? I'm going to eventually make my own too, but this was just handy. And right now with all my stuff, I've got some stones as well that I want to paint. She's back.
I live in the sticks. I'm so sorry this happens.
No apologies.
I figured you could handle it. I knew.
Oh yeah. We got you. We got you.
Thanks. The Woman's Peace Tarot decks. Ooh.
Are those round? Oh yeah, I have seen them. I like them, but I can't shuffle them. So
they are hard to. Sometimes you just have to do this, I guess, but you may not have a table in front of you. I was saying that I got this new one called the Wilderness Collide.
Ooh, a new one.
And it's one that it's an oracle deck, but the person.
Ooh, I like that.
It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, it's very nice. The only thing I hate is trying to break in. Some of the decks are harder than others,
This one's very stiff. The stock. Yeah. There was another one I just picked up. It was really cool. Now the other one I wanted to say that I got that is really beautiful that was done by is the Tazama African Tarot.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Just to show you guys very quickly, but there's a nice little booklet that comes with it. Let me see. It is such a beautiful deck. And the light probably won't get it just right, but okay, let's say here's the 10 of Pentacles, for example. Oh, wait, and here is the King of Cups.
Oh, it's hologram, right? Isn't that like a hologram?
There's a gold, holographic halo. So this is the King. And then the 10 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, you guys. I've always got it, but how do I hold this to the camera?
You know what? I do crafting, and that picture of those two people, you can get it, like in this crafting kit,
like a stock.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's great. I'm used to it, but it's just interesting.
Yeah,
they've used it there. Yeah, but they're beautiful. Sonia thinks they're beautiful from Soul Sisters. I bet you would enjoy working with them,
I'm
Sonia.
there.
Yeah.
It's bouncing us. Is the 10 of wands.
Ooh, all righty. Ooh, a lot
See
of
how the
people like
colors?
these. Yes, they're gorgeous.
And so if you're a person of color and
Right.
you want to do an ancestral reading, even
Uh-huh. Yes.
it,
They
it,
want to know what the name is again. The girls
it
want to know.
is, I'll flash it back to
Sure.
you.
You flashy girl.
Yeah, I'm going to flash y'all. It's actually too cold. I will not be doing that. But, when it gets warm outside and I listen to some music, you never know what could happen. This is the TAZAMA African Tarot. Okay.
AZAMA African Tarot.
Oh, there we go.
Well, it should be tarot at the end, not Arot.
But there you guys go. And that's what it comes in a nice little book, box. There.
Thank you.
So, yes.
Yeah. In the chat, girls, you're looking to know about the class, and the class is a medium class with medium Kim and with Susan Lynn, and it's on Wednesdays. It's starting up this Wednesday, just in case you know. So just write to one of those ladies, and they'll tell you if there's any more room. And if there isn't, don't despair. They'll have it more than once. So anyway.
And I think Debbie also has a medium class.
Does she?
Yeah.
Well, good for her. Yeah.
Because I'm going to be taking it.
Oh, I know what it is. Miss Clairvoyance does too, I believe. Yes. She's going to come on sometime in the future. So very good. All right. I don't see any questions in here. Anybody got any questions at all for Maija? Bum, 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 bum. I can think something up, I suppose. Let's see.
Oh, here you go. Travels.
Okay,
right
travels.
at 147.
My brother and his family want from me now. Why do I think it's money?
Yeah, I was just cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Don't answer the phone.
Yeah. Why do they always want you? You never hear from them unless they want you. And then they want money, or can you do this for me?
Yes.
Yeah. Family can get away with it better than friends, I think, at times. But yeah, questions in caps would help. And
Yeah,
anybody that's in the chat that wants to add to what they get, that's fine, because we're a work in progress here. Okay.
That's
Please
right.
do. Yeah.
Remember to go ahead, and I see and Ron wants us.
Ron does. Yep.
Yeah.
And
they're coming in.
We got a couple of them now. Okay. There we go.
All caps, folks. It's okay to scream at this point.
Starfish, I don't understand will you be in this class? I don't understand. Are you saying the class with Susan, the medium class? I don't know if you signed up for it or not. Write to them, or you can write me. I'm going to go. I'll be there. So, all right. So I'm going to put the first one up first.
Thank you. Here we go. Okay.
And thank you for asking questions. We'll try to get to a few of them. I have another show at 5:30 with Jen's World Tarot. We're going to be talking about I don't know if I'm saying this right. The Dilatov
mystery. Oh, I got to watch that, because I read on that and I'm not satisfied by reading.
Yeah, no, there's a movie on it that just came out, and it really answered some questions. So, not that you never know for sure, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I did a reading on it, and I just I don't know how I feel about the reading. So
I understand.
Yeah.
It's been cloaked in mystery for 61 years.
And sometimes you have to go at a hammer and tongs at a mystery with your tarot.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right.
But Travels, I'm dialing in on you. What does your brother and his family
want from you now? Let's see what I get.
Yeah.
Ooh. I get tribe. So they are your tribe, definitely are your tribe. Um, hmm, I love elephants.
Oh,
That's a nice one. All right.
I gotta use a different deck. This one's not. I can
Not
feel
doing
it's
it, huh?
not cutting the mustard.
Okay.
Sometimes we have to do.
We have to innovate and experiment.
That's right.
Ooh, you're
It's
gonna
like
do
I got to
those
find the right
shells.
piece.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the
okay,
shells.
good.
See if I can get any sense of where they want. What does his brother want? Or there, because I don't know what does their brother want. I'm getting the card, the shell that's speaking about communication.
Ooh, wow.
So they're
Okay.
definitely wanting, but this can also be like, there could be documents. Let me just take a look because this is new. I'm pretty sure there's like documents and stuff. Yeah. Communications and information. They want some kind of information from you, obviously. That's why they're calling. Thanks about that.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Yeah. Right? You know?
Wow.
But
Okay.
what is the nature of the information they want? Okay, it has to do with something that has been going on, or where there's been, it's a long-standing issue, or some kind of, this is indicative of a cycle of time that has kind of more of a lengthy pass.
Okay.
So there's information and about a certain period, perhaps of time. It could maybe connected to family, or I'm getting something off of that, but I'm only like half getting it.
Well, it's funny. I did pull that tribe card, and tribe is your family, so it is about family issue. But you probably are.
So maybe it could be documents, or like, do you have so and so's whatever,
Social security number or
right,
address or
journal,
right.
photo album, really.
Yep. Yep.
But I think that it's like you said, it's something pertaining to family and family information.
Okay. Good. I just think it's funny that the way you couch the question is I can hear it in my head. What do they want now?
Yeah. So
well,
comes
hopefully
up.
it won't be anything really bad. I hope it, at least if it's that, it's not money, right?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think so. I think it's more like, do you have somebody's documents, or a copy of? Okay, Claire.
Okay. Will I move out of state? Interesting card. I get a healer's journey, actually a healer's path. I don't know if you're a healer or you want to be a healer. That's what I get in this poll.
Claire. Let's see. I'm going to use the Star Tarot. I get the Prince of Wands.
Mm.
This feels like you're gearing up. You have the enthusiasm. I see that, which is good because if you're going
Yeah.
to move, you need that energy.
True.
You can also get the tower. So I think this is indicating that something that may have been left suddenly changes. Let's just put it this way.
Uh-huh.
And it
You
could
might
be
have to
something
move.
unforeseen. Yeah, it
Yeah.
could be something unforeseen. It could be
Yeah.
something unforeseen to where you have to move.
Hmm.
Um, it's like a reset button.
It is. Yep.
And you have, yes, you will. 8 of Cups. And I think further,
Oh, there you
I
go.
think, and I think further away and out from wherever you are currently, something very perhaps different.
Hmm.
Um, this is a real change in your life. Huge change, huge. You leave a way of living or a way that you had been and kind of like renew yourself and at a new location. It's like starting afresh and Queen of Wands.
Ooh, that's a nice card too. Does that have to do with business or your job?
It might be, she's got a decision.
Okay. Good. Ooh.
Yeah. And
That's beautiful.
I see a lot of healing as a result of this move with the Sun and the Three of Swords. So, yes, love.
And that's
And it's a
funny
good
because this is healer's path. Oh my goodness. There you
Yep,
go.
it all marries up. Isn't that weird how that
Yeah, it does.
I
I
love
know.
it.
Yeah. Even though I only pull one card and then I kind of wait and it seems to fit, doesn't it?
It's like the needle and the thread come over this way and
Correct. Yeah. All part of the story.
okay, Ron. Let's see what we get for you. I will not pull out of the Rebel deck this time because I don't want.
You don't want him to rebel?
that's for late night
Ah, okay.
F-bombs dropped.
There you go.
It's
I love
it's
the
a
F
naughty.
bomb, but I don't want to be dropped as on
Yeah,
a channel, so I just try to say
yeah. It's better if you don't. I mean, like if you're gonna do that honestly, especially once you get
right.
monetized,
Yes, I know. Which
understand.
reminds me that this is for entertainment purposes only. Maia's these
Yes,
cards and myself. So
that's right. Everything is alleged, and this is
and you have free
entertainment.
will. That's right.
That's right. Free will. Make use of it. All right, Ron. Let's see. My cards predict, Ron, that you will grow kitty cat ears yourself. Nice.
Oh.
Oh, he's got to yank his chain. Okay.
Yeah, Ron's going to come on my channel, so I'm going to predict, Ron, that you'll get more subscribers. That's what I'm going to say.
I see that he's getting up there, and that's good. That makes me very happy. I check on you, Ron.
Yeah, we watch, and I get moonlight, Ron. Oh, because she was just talking about nighttime tarot reading.
Yeah, sorry. Whoops.
Oh,
That stuff happens, you know.
I know.
And you're like, just start again.
Uh-huh.
Rondo, what do we have for you?
Hi, Sheila, Inquisitive Tarot. Good
Hi,
to see you.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
All right, Ron. I get the Nine of Swords, Ron. This is about I can't imagine you anxious. Maybe
No.
trouble sleeping. Look, no, I see you give people relief.
Hi, Tisha. Ooh.
Look at the relief. You
Yes,
help people to
that's
relieve their tension.
absolutely. Yes. He's always on Milu as well, doing all that work. He works for lots of different people as
He
moderator,
does.
and he brings a lot of good energy to all of those.
So much good energy.
Yes.
So, Ron, this is what it's showing me is that you need to realize how significant you help people to allay their fears and to laugh and to enjoy
Yes.
and in a sense look at that with that three of
Mhm.
cups of like they have belonging. They
Absolutely. They're cheering you on, as you well know, because you
yes.
read. Yeah.
You
It's
just
a great card to have. Woohoo!
and
There
then
you
the fourth,
go.
yeah, and you really give them peace of mind. You
Oh,
really
yeah.
help to relax them.
Uh-huh.
And one more card for you, the Emperor. You demand.
Oh, that's you, buddy. Very
You demand.
nice. All right. Boy, when it didn't start out looking good, but then when it married the other cards, it was fabulous, wasn't it? Yeah,
It's fun. You just never know what
it
I
is.
that's
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Sherry Kirk says Ron has helped me. Yes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's great. He's got nice energy.
Beautiful energy. Yes.
All right, Rosemar. Let's see
Okay.
what we got for you. I'm going to pull a card that is an oracle, because that's all I usually do.
Okay.
These people know the tarot better than I do. Ah, true love. Woohoo! They love you. Those spirits love you. Look at the swan. You're a beautiful person,
Yeah.
and your spirits love you. Absolutely.
Rosemar Polizzi. Polizzi. Polizzi.
Oh, starfish. Yes. If you didn't know, I am taking the next class. Yes. Rolanda, you can ask whatever you'd like to ask. We don't give medical help readings here, and but if you have any other, I think there's no other. Um, is there any other one? Politics? Do you like talking about politics?
I'm willing to read them whatever
Okay.
anybody wants me to
Okay.
ask.
Yep.
You know, I'm like I said, I got a strong stomach, so you can hit that.
That's good. You'd have to survive the last 5 years with you know who.
Oh my God. That proves.
That proves we're all got strong stomachs. But boy, they were getting worn out.
Rosemar, I love her name.
I know, it's beautiful.
Rosemar. It always takes me a hot minute to dial in.
It's okay.
Okay, I think I got your energy. Okay. You get the Eight of Cups.
Ooh.
So let's just see how that's going to go with the, got to see what comes next to it.
Yeah.
The Seven of Pentacles. So this is interesting. We're talking about big changes in life where you're reorganizing. I don't know if there's been a move and where you're, but
Maybe
where
retirement. Maybe she's retired.
yeah, it could be anything like that where you are. It's a big change. Like she said, it could be something like retirement, but where you are making changes and kind of like your prioritization, where you put your energy to get things to grow and manifest in your life. So I'm feeling that there's a big shift, there's a big change.
Awesome.
And it feels like it's in your environment and people in the environment, your involvements, the Empress.
Ooh.
And the oh,
look at that.
beautiful.
Oh, a woman with her own money and then the Wheel of Fortune. That's like the best card in the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like you are going to get your financial and earthly situation sorted out different than it has been for many years, I would say. And with the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune, this is a very new cycle of empowerment and comfort and well-being with your Empress card. This is you in your power.
Awesome. Well, that was really good.
Yeah.
Good reading for you, Rosemar. I hope that everything comes up looking good for you.
A spirit animal, sure.
Let's see if I can tap in. Well, not sure if this resonates, but I pulled adaptability, which has a spirit animal of a little fox.
Oh, they are the
Oh,
cutest.
they are. They
Have
are.
you guys seen Save a Fox? If you haven't, you have got to. I'll post up my community tab, but you can. They laugh. They have the funniest. Oh my god!
Oh, they
I'll put it.
do.
There's
They
a
do.
rescue
They have a
that
funny, funny noise that they make.
they're
Yes, they do.
adorable. I'll
They
put
are
it up on
adorable.
my community tab.
Awesome.
Let me just see what I get.
Okay. Sure. You're the woman.
I think a fox. That's my nickname with my husband.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Foxy. Because I used to
Uh-huh.
have my ponytail. My hair's long.
You know, they call a man that has silver hair a silver fox.
Well, that's my husband now.
You see? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's a silver fox.
There's a lady I follow on
Oh, yeah.
Instagram, and she had foxes had deliver her baby kits. I guess they're called, aren't they? Kits.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And they lived in her garden, and she took. I mean, she didn't get anywhere near them. She lives in England, and she just photographed them, and she's got the most beautiful photographs, and they keep coming back to visit her.
Oh
Isn't
my
that wonderful?
god!
I know
She's
she's
so lucky.
I know.
They
Yeah,
picked her.
I know. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Mm.
Okay, let's see what we get, Michelle. I got the 2 of Pentacles on that one. Oh, a ha ha. Bear.
Ooh,
Strength.
there you go. Yes.
I have the bear as well.
Okay. And that's what your cat's name is.
And that's why I am very fond of bears. And she looks like a
Understand.
bear. Yeah. So you get a bear.
I love deer. That's mine. Mine are deer. I
They're
just find them
beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah.
And I think it's perfectly okay to have more than one
one.
because I do. I have an attachment to bears and ravens and other ones. So you can have the very cool
Many-
fox and bear. I think you got more than one, babe.
There you go. There you go. Somebody wanted to know, are you going to make your own true crime deck? Because you talked about, are you thinking?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, that would be very cool.
Yes, because you know what I have found when I try to use the tarot, it just falls a bit short.
Right.
You get bear hugs. Yeah, Lisa Smith and I both have cats that could be cousins. They look a lot alike.
Oh, wow. That's cute.
But I am gonna, as Suzanne, I do plan on doing that. And like I said, I just have so much on my plate right now, and I'm just trying to get things settled down. But that is the bucket list.
There you go. There you go. And you'll do it. I know you will.
I believe so too.
Good. Sharon Nasty Women want to know, will I ever own my own home with my own funds?
I love you, Sharon and Lisa.
I know, Sharon. Thank you for coming and viewing here, and Lisa too, and Sheila and all the others.
All of you.
Their own channels, yeah. And of course, our viewers.
That you guys are taking the time and choosing to spend it here is fantastic.
Very nice. Absolutely.
Very grateful.
We are. Can't say it enough.
Can't say it ever enough.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to put the thumbs up, because now that they've changed the algorithms, what benefits our channels is when you subscribe and make sure that they don't unsubscribe you. I found some unsubscribed that I subscribed to. I was like, hey, Anyway, so double check.
Okay.
Because YouTube is buggy. But
it is buggy.
Please.
Jill, I do need more moderators, but when I come in through StreamYard, then I have to go back to YouTube.
That's
it's
right.
Really awful. And so if I can figure it out, I will. I promise.
You know what?
I could always use more. Yeah.
What you could also do is, if you just open that window up enough, you could have give them a throw.
Maybe I can do that while you're doing what you're doing.
That's what I did.
I'll shut my mouth. Okay.
I'll focus on Sharon.
All right.
As you do the technical issue. Okay, Sharon. Will I ever buy my own home? I'm picturing you and about the own home, their own money. Feel like I'm getting dialing in, Sharon. Sharon, her own home with her own money. Okay, ask the Spirit of the Most High. Sharon, get the home for herself with her own money. Sharon. Okay. I have the Four of Wands, which makes me feel like yes. This has to do with community, but it also has that feeling of like a town or a small community. Let's see what also we get. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, I do believe that you will. And with your own money. Because the Queen of Pentacles is a woman that definitely has got her coins and more financially interested, so on and so forth. So, the interesting thing with the Four of Wands is about community. And I want to look at that a little bit more. Okay, the Three of Swords, I see that. And, I see the need for healing. There's a real need for healing for you to get on, I think, to a different area so that this healing can take place. I see a great deal of worry about it. But you know what? Your worrying is only going to make that beautiful white hair of yours more white. So stop it. You have the Six of Wands. Okay, so I want you to see that, Sharon. So while you're worried, you win at the end of the day with the Six of Wands. This is success. This is people say patting you on the back, and I believe that you will. I see a tremendous amount of worry, and please don't worry yourself like sick about it or let the worry get to you, because I see the success in this. And there may be a man who could bring about a radical change. This could be in connection to a male who has passed. The Four of Cups, and something is like on hold. I don't know if you were expecting or have been expecting, waiting for something. There's a feeling of waiting in connection to a King of Swords with the Death card. I feel like it was someone that passed. But you get the Six of Swords, yes, again, a sense of move, and the Ten of Cups. So whatever it is that's kind of holding this up, and it looks like there is something in the area where perhaps there is some funds or something like that. I'm not sure, but I see whatever the obstacles are to your doing so, and I see your work. I see you making it through and achieving that. And the stress about this gonna melt away. I feel like you'll move to another area where emotionally and spiritually you're going to be thrilled to be there. It's super positive.
Wow.
Just want to pull that.
Excellent. You got to find a place with air conditioning, though, please. Just remember how bad it's been. And they're saying that those of us here in the Pacific Northwest, that we're going to get more of that bad weather. So
more hot.
More hot. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm in Northern California, so we kind of get more like your weather. We're more cool.
Yeah.
So
degrees. Yeah.
We consider 80 or 90 hot, and we don't like that.
No.
Well,
But she was, when we were meeting for a show, the poor girl was when we were taping the squares, the psychic squares that we did. It was that real bad heat, and the poor woman, I felt so bad for her. I was hot, but she was really bad. She had no AC.
Uh,
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to take just a couple more questions because we're heading into. This is a great question from Starfish. How do we deal with our teachers' guides, angels not agreeing with other readers' guides?
okay.
I don't know our
Yeah.
guides.
It's just simple. You tell them that their guides are wrong. And no,
I just went through this Starfish. There's a particular person who is over in England that I watch, and her guides told her that getting the jab or the COVID shot was not a not a good idea. That it was taking away freedoms from them, and this and that, and went on. And I was surprised because she's very metaphysical. And I wrote and I said, I don't like promoting fear either way.
Take a look at that message.
And she wasn't happy with me at all. She said, "You want to argue with me about my guides? You think your guides are any better?" So I just said,
okay. There's a lot of ego right there in that person's. For one thing, the fear, of course.
Fear. It just didn't resonate to me. I think it's because in the United States we have so many people against it that it is divisive enough, and I just feel like they were saying you should have the choice. And while I think it would be nice to have the choice, it would be. And, there are people that really can't take it because they have problems. Yes. They have medical issues. But my feeling is that you're not doing it for you.
You're being a selfish, you know what?
Because she said that in England, they're requiring vaccination cards to go into a pub or a restaurant.
Yeah.
And she was mad. And I said,
oh,
good.
God.
I said, I would want you to do that. I wouldn't want to sit next to you if you weren't vaccinated.
I was going to just say to you, I think that sounds like a wonderful idea.
I just don't, I don't, especially with the variants, because we have the Delta variant. We're getting into the Gamma variant, and we're going to go all through the Greek alphabet here.
Yeah. And then there's the Lambda, right? I think Lambda is in Southern America, South America.
You've already got that there? Lambda? Oh, my Lord, that's far up. Okay.
Well, I thought I read. Don't quote me. I could have gotten it wrong, y'all. But
like I said, it's not a surprise because it will keep. They said it'll keep doing the variant.
People and common sense. Get the injection.
I don't know. I just was surprised, but so Starfish, I understand, and I just wrestled with that so much, and I don't want to cause fighting and arguing, and I don't know everything, so I'm not purporting to, but when it to me it was just a surprise, I think.
And I'm sorry, she has a platform, whoever this person is, and you have responsibility to be very careful.
You have to be careful. Yeah.
And she was not giving good advice.
Right. And again, I understand some people can't get it. Some people are not able to, or they have even maybe, I don't know, religious reasons, but they need to wear a mask, or they need to, because I did it to protect you. And I expect if you haven't gotten it, then you need to protect me by at least wearing a mask.
Yeah. What about all our friends that are immune suppressed?
I know.
Oh, what should they just go stay in their house because you can't be bothered because your rights to walk down without your mind.
And we see that a lot here, though. We do, because what is it? Missouri? They just go right through the sky. A lot of the southern states are really having a problem. But you got to live your authentic truth, Starfish. Yeah, even here.
Even here, my younger one works at 7-Eleven, and she has to fight with people. It is ridiculous. It's like, no, put on a mask.
Yeah, I still wear one. I'm vaccinated, and I wear one anyway. Yeah, I'll wear it until I feel like I don't need to wear it anymore, and I know I'll be told when that is from my guides and angels and so on. I think we have to go with our guides being the right for us.
Yes, I think so too, because you got to take it in. You got to take that in, and if it doesn't sit right with you, like you said.
Yep. So I don't know if I'm right or wrong or whatever, but I just intuitively feel like if their guides don't agree with you, you don't have. That's fine. They don't agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, and you
They
know,
don't have to.
and especially if you notice that somebody's very hostile or getting very emotional about it, I'm
Mhm.
sorry. But no, I'm not sorry. That person's coming more than likely from a place of ego. Because
Mhm.
why get all that worked up?
True.
Why not just say, oh, okay, well, I agree to disagree.
Yeah, and Tisha said the same thing. Listen to your guides. Everyone interprets this the best they can, but you know your own self, what feels authentic to you.
Yes, and you know what? Perfect, because look, Knight of Wands, High Priestess. Follow
Ooh,
your,
follow
just,
your own. Yep.
yes, just what you said. Here's the pictorial word. Yep.
Wow. Wow. Some of you do have questions that are more medium questions, and we just don't have, we're not doing that forum today. I'm very sorry. I would suggest if you're interested, Susan and Lynn and I do a Sunday show. Come on over there or contact one of your favorite readers and maybe see if you can get a reading from them personally.
You can contact me if you
Yeah,
want to.
absolutely.
Hit up
Absolutely.
my email. It's on the About page, and you can.
Okay, good.
I really
It's
enjoy.
easier for you to work with them one-on-one than it is a public forum. Okay.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
public forum, you guys, really,
Yeah.
because it can be more
It's
lengthy.
hard. We have to go so fast, and sometimes, we get it's just very difficult. But I
Mhm.
thank you all for your wonderful questions. We're already into an hour and 20 minutes now, but please check out Blackcat Tarot if I
Thank
haven't said
you.
it enough. And lots of love to you. And thank you to everybody who came by. We love you. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.